behalf of the Music Division at the University of Alberta Augustana faculty, welcome to this evening's lecture recital. We celebrate the traditional songs that have been sung on this Treaty 6 land where the U of A Augustana campus is situated, and on the lands wherever you may be. We must acknowledge that there was a time when the traditional songs of the Musqueam, Neheyawak, Nitsitapa, Nakota, and Tsuut'ina nations, the Métis, and other Indigenous peoples were not allowed to be sung here. We are grateful for the opportunity to sing together now with more knowledge and awareness of the past, and a movement forward as we share and sing songs with deeper understanding, respect, humility, and healing. Tonight's event is the second in a series dedicated to ongoing awareness and reflection, action and engagement with equity, diversity, and inclusion in U of A Augustana's teaching, scholarship, creative work, and service. Through the generous support of the U of A Augustana Dean's Office and an anonymous donor, we are delighted, honored, and grateful to host acclaimed Canadian mezzo-soprano, Catherine Daniel, and her life in opera full of stories. Through the COVID-19 pandemic, the U of A Augustana music area is deeply committed to provide the Camrose community and beyond with diverse opportunities to fully experience and appreciate the integral and powerful healing qualities of music. Thank you for tuning in. Please give a warm virtual welcome to our guest artists for this evening, Catherine Daniel and collaborative pianist, Dr. Roger Admiral.
Hello, thank you so much for joining me, mezzo-soprano Catherine Daniel, and Roger Admiral, collaborative pianist, in this wonderful recital. Before I begin, I have a few thank yous. Thank you so much to Charlene Brown, to Ardell Reese, and Roger Admiral, as well as the entire music department here at Augustana. Ardell, Roger, and I go way back. In fact, Ardell was my very first voice teacher back when singing opera all over the world wasn't even a part of my psyche. Ardell introduced me to art song. She encouraged me to pursue music at the university level, and it is such an honor to be back collaborating. Roger played for all of my festival and master classes when I was in my late teens. I joke with him and say that I'm finally worthy of his talents. I cannot thank them enough for the foundation that they've given me, for all that they've taught me. I cannot express how important mentorship is, how real of an impact it makes in children's lives. All of the repertoire on the recital is very important to me. It's very personal to me. These pieces have been chosen for a reason. So my approach to this lecture part of the series is to tell some stories and to give you some background as to what's happening with this repertoire and why it means so much to me. So once again, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoy everything that you're going to hear this evening. O mio Fernando from La Favorita by Donizetti was first performed in 1840. This piece is very important to me for a variety of reasons. Donizetti, to me, is like rock and roll. This composer champions the voice. We're talking long vowels, gorgeous high notes, incredible phrasing. But more importantly to me, this was the piece where I discovered my chest voice. It was 2014, and I was a participant at the Highlands Opera Studio program, and I remember I was working with the great tenor, Richard Margeson, and he just looked at me and said, "You've got to dig a little deeper." And all of a sudden this incredible sound came out, but I was afraid. I was afraid of it. I was afraid to use it expressively, of course. But through his encouragement and attention to detail, we were able to get that in motion. This was also the piece that I sang for my now manager, Peter Ransman. And after singing it, he looked at me and said, "I need to put you on my roster." So I really hope you enjoy this telling of poor Leonora, who has discovered that Fernando has requested her hand in marriage from the king. Now, Fernando doesn't realize that Leonora has been a favorite of the king. And as we often know in opera, it doesn't end well. Fernando returns to the priesthood, but before he does so, I sing this aria, O mio Fernando, where I say, "May I be struck by lightning from heaven. My dear, dear Fernando, I'm so sorry." So please enjoy O mio Fernando from La Favorita by Donizetti.
Fernando,
Ortrud's Curse from Lohengrin by Wagner. Is there such a thing as baby Wagner? Did Wagner ever do anything small scale? How does a young-ish singer get into Wagner repertoire? I was so fortunate to have been introduced to this piece by Mitchell Serker and just sort of dip my toe in to the breadth and scope that is Wagner. I feel that if I'm worthy, I will get to sing full roles by this incredible composer once we're back in the great opera houses. Ortrud has a plan in mind for Elsa, and in this very tiny but impactful aria, she is asking the gods, Wotan and Freya, to give her strength so she can carry out her purpose. I hope you enjoy Ortrud's Curse from Lohengrin by Wagner. My Man's Gone Now is from the opera Porgy and Bess. Now, most of you would recognize Summertime from this opera. It's been sung as a jazz standard, it's been on commercials. The piece My Man's Gone Now is also a well-known excerpt where Serena laments the death of her husband at a funeral in her house. My personal history with Porgy and Bess goes back to 2014. 2014 was an incredibly life-changing year for me. I was singing the role of Maria with Montreal Opera. I later went on to do 2 tours through Europe with the New York Harlem productions. I sang chorus, I sang Lily, and I even got to sing Serena. It's one of the personal highlights of my career. I didn't understand that this repertoire was even available to me, and I think a huge part of that was because I only went to school in Canada, and for obvious reasons, the work is not performed very often. So anytime that I get an opportunity to sing this piece, to revel in the colors, the beautiful sweeping lines, I will take that opportunity. My sincere hope is to be able to sing Serena in Nashville Opera's upcoming season. We'll have to see what the future brings. I hope you enjoy My Man's Gone Now, Serena's incredible aria from Porgy and Bess.
Climbing up the stairs.
The next three arias you will hear are from Bizet's famous opera, Carmen, which first premiered in 1875. Carmen is my absolute favorite role. I have to tell you a story about this. When I was living in Amsterdam, I called up Natalie Doucet-Lawkins and said, "Do you want to come with me to Brussels to audition for Carmen?" She jumped at the chance. We got on the speed train, went down to Brussels. But little did they know in the audition panel that I had a full Carmen costume. I'm talking flowers in the hair, black corset, a full skirt, full makeup. And when I walked out, someone on the panel burst into laughter. It was just ridiculous. But it was very clear to them which role I was auditioning for. Unfortunately, that Carmen production was not to be for me. But many years later, in fact, in 2020, with Tampa Opera, I was finally given the role of Carmen in the full version of the opera. Why do I love Carmen so much? Of course, all the hits, the movement, the music, how physical it is. It is a riot to perform, and it is so satisfying. And I hope to be able to sing that role many, many times over and for many years to come. Now, when you listen to Carmen or listen to these arias, think of Carmen as someone who exists outside the context of Judeo-Christian values. She champions la liberté, freedom over everything. I could love you today and love someone tomorrow. She exists outside the confines of everyday responsibilities. She's a woman of passion who follows her heart. She's a woman of pagan practices, tarot cards and gypsy culture operate externally of our traditional sense of society. So my view of Carmen is someone who's fully emboldened, someone who's fiercely independent, someone who loves her friends, but takes lovers quite easily, quite freely. And Don José gets caught up in her web. Don José, in contrast, is a man of duty, a man who's made promises to his family, a man who falls deeply in love and learns that love is truly like a bird. So please enjoy the famous or infamous Habanera, the fully lyrical and dance-like Seguedille, and En vain pour éviter. How can we evade fate? 3 of Carmen's arias from the opera of the same name by Bizet. Please enjoy.
L'amour est un oiseau rebelle que nul ne peut apprivoiser. Et c'est bien avec qu'on l'appelle, c'est lui qu'on vient de refuser. Rien n'est fait, mais dans sous prière, l'un parle bien, l'autre se tait. Et c'est l'autre que je préfère. Il n'a rien dit, mais il me plaît. L'amour, l'amour est enfant de bohème. Il n'a jamais connu de loi. Si tu ne m'aimes pas, je t'aime. Si je t'aime, prends garde à toi. Si tu ne m'aimes pas, si tu ne m'aimes pas, je t'aime. Mais si je t'aime, si je t'aime, prends garde à toi. L'oiseau que tu croyais surprendre battit de l'aile et s'envola. L'amour est loin, tu peux l'attendre, tu ne l'attends plus, il est là. Tourne-toi, vite, vite, il vient, s'en va, puis il revient. Tu crois le tenir, il t'évite, tu crois l'éviter, il te tient. L'amour est enfant de bohème. Il n'a jamais connu de loi. Si tu ne m'aimes pas, je t'aime. Si je t'aime,
One of the best things about being an opera singer, being an artist who collaborates with other artists, is You get repertoire that's introduced to you by people who become dear friends, or dare I even say, surrogate family. Maestro Brian Selesky of Knoxville Opera in Tennessee is one of those people who has made a profound impact on me and my career. He was the first person to give me a lead role in one of his productions. I sang Elisabetta in the Donizetti opera Maria Stuarda. Now, opera companies do a lot of outreach, and community outreach is extremely important. It's like I was saying earlier, how important mentorship is. And Brian actually introduced me to these next 3 pieces on the program. My Hero from The Chocolate Soldier by Oscar Strauss in 1908 is my version of a tribute to Joan Sutherland. Brian Selesky loves Joan Sutherland. He even adds her name to all the programs in the production. The second piece, My Man from Siegfried Follies by Ivrain, was composed in 1945. I love the conversational element of this music, and it's hilarious. You really have to dig into the text. We are, of course, always storytellers, but it's fun because it's light, and it's a little bit brazen, and it's a little bit sassy. Can't Help Loving That Man from Showboat by Hammerstein, first performed in 1927, really needs no introduction. These 3 pieces represent repertoire that is super enjoyable to sing, not only because it's in English, but because the audience generally understands what I'm singing. They get the punchline in real time. And one of the joys of being a live performer is getting that real-time reaction in live performance. I hope you enjoy these 3 pieces. Thank you, Maestro Brian Selesky, for introducing them to me. I will sing them at any opportunity.
Like on earth 2 or 3 girls has he that he likes as well as me, but I love him. Oh my God, I love him so. He'll never know all my life is just despair, but I don't care when he takes me in his arms. The world is bright. What's the difference if I say I'll go away when I know I'll come back on my knees someday? For whatever my man is, I am his Hey, listen, sister, I love my Mr. Man, and I can't tell you why. There ain't no reason why I should love that man. It must be something that the angels done plan. Fish gotta swim and birds gotta fly. I gotta love one man till I die. Can't help loving that man of mine. Tell me he's lazy, tell me he's slow, tell me I'm crazy, maybe I know. Can't help loving that man of mine. When he goes away, that's a rainy day. But when he comes back, that is fine. The sun will shine. He can come home as late as can be. Home without him ain't no home to me. Can't help loving that
Hymns and spirituals have always played an important role in my vocal development and in my life. Having a faith community is something that is very important to me. A faith community who is supportive, who understands your values and beliefs, is incredible. During these unprecedented times where live performers saw theaters close and contracts disappear, the meanings of these spirituals and hymns become deeper, become richer, and the challenge becomes, how can we communicate love, pain, suffering? Spirituals, in particular, enable me to dig into round, deep vowels. I love singing spirituals because you can word paint and dig into the pain or the joy or the grief, whatever it may be. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. Those words resonate as we are unable to be with our families and loved ones, as we've seen too many people gone because of this pandemic.
Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child, alone ways from
It Is Well With My Soul is my absolute favorite hymn. I will always sing that hymn. I always get a little choked up on the third verse when I think about the sin and how it's been on the cross. If you are a non-believer, please humor me as I explain the theology or the subtext of this. Before COVID hit, I would perform in many long-term care facilities. And one of the most beautiful things to my ear is a chorus of seniors singing in 4-part harmony. COVID restrictions mean that we cannot be together. But I hope, if you know this, that you would be singing in your chorus at home. It is well with my soul is something I will carry with me everywhere that I go. It is a reminder that I am part of something larger than myself. And what an incredibly encouraging reminder to have in these unprecedented times. I hope you enjoy It Is Well With My Soul. It is from my heart to yours. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed all of the offerings of this recital. Thank you so much to Roger. We've come a long way, haven't we? And thank you to Ardell Reese, who invited me to do this project. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. It has been a joy to make music. We revel in storytelling. And thank you to you who've watched. I hope that it's brightened your life, even for this short time. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great evening.